just about set for baseball from Citi Field. It's the Cardinals and the Mets next. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this four-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, as we get set to finish off this four-game set here today, let's check out what's happened so far.
Yeah, it hasn't been much of a series so far, at least as far as these fans here are concerned. They've seen their guys lose the first 3 games so far, so things are going to need to change quick, or else they're going to be looking at a 4-game sweep at home.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. Mark McGwire will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1.
This is kind of an important start for that guy right there. He hasn't been all that great to start the year. Needs to come up with a good outing to get him back on track.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground softly towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So the leadoff man is taken care of to start our finale here this afternoon. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Ichiro Suzuki will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year.
Let's go.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now the 1-1 home to Ichiro. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And that is not good.
Now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Chad Harris will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
And this is fouled straight back. The 0-2 once more. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Nick Savage will stand in for the first time now, and boy, look at these numbers the last 7 games. He's as hot as anyone in baseball. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
2 out with the man at first. That's by him for strike 1.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Here's the 1-1. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner on first with 2 away. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Try it again, 3-2. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing in the first against Bartolo Colon. Cardinals 0, Mets coming to bat. It's a time now to meet the Mets as the starting lineup for the New York Mets in this one looks like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Gary Cox will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Mets, center fielder, Gary Cox.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Number 30 will stand in, hoping to put together a 2 or 3 hit game here. As you see, the numbers have fallen off a bit over these past 8 ball games. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Curveball, and he takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And out of here! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 10 for him on the year, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Boy, and how this thing winds up being a home run is beyond me. Take a look at this. This is an off-speed pitch, and it's on the outer part of the plate. So if he hits this thing to center field, it's just going to be an easy routine fly ball. But instead, the ball hugs the line out there, and he manages to just have enough of it to clear the wall. Hey, they all count.
Michael Lee will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Fielder, Michael Lee.
Foul back. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And there to handle it is Ichiro, 1 away.
It's worth noting that he's leaving the ball up here to these first few hitters. It's already bitten him once. He's lucky it didn't bite him here.
Number 3 will stand in for the first time here. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
David Lee will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. Now the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Pitch on the way. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting game.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first-inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. Now, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. So let's go.
Daniel Murphy will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Yadier Molina will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
3-0 now. Johnny Peralta waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Sort of surprising. This is not a guy who walks a lot of hitters. Definitely not leading off an inning. And definitely not on 4 pitches. He shouldn't be close to tired yet, so we'll see if he can bounce back.
Johnny Peralta will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
All of a sudden, home plate's jumping around on him out there. He hasn't found the strike zone yet.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Number 15 will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And this will be off the wall out near the 3:30 marker. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Left fielder,
Peter Borges will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Colon looks back, now the pitch. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. And there's ball 1.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Closing quickly here as he slides to make the catch, and that's a fine play.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Yep, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
Adam Wainwright will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with one man out. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. What to make of big Bartolo Colon? Who saw that coming last year? 18 wins and a 2.65 ERA in a season in which he turned 40 years old.
And both of those numbers were good for second in the entire American League. He wound up getting priced out in Oakland, so he's got a new ball club this year, and are they ever happy to have him too?
Runners are at first and second with one away. And now Wainwright squares around and gets the bunt down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with one out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Mark McGuire will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And this bounces on McCann, but a good block there as he's able to keep it close. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. Michael Kadire will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games.
Michael Cardinals.
Swinging a hard liner to short. And Peralta's throw is in time for out number 1.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Brian McCann will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, excuse me, swing there as this is looped toward the right side. McGuire is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
He's going right through him here in the second. That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. And, you know, quick innings like this early on, that can really pay off later in the game.
Bartolo Colon will stand in. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Well, much, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. He's still on the short end of a 2-1 score. Ichiro Suzuki is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Here's the first offering. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal third.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Chad Harris will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Come on, man.
Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Nick Savage will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In there for strike one. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Another 0-2 home. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Yadier Molina will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time.
I'm feeling good about this one.
And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Too high. 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Lee is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Gary Cox makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
1-0. All right, man.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And this one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ball pulled high in the air and deep down the line in right. And he'll kick off the home third with a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Number 30 will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. Right there for strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Oh, right on the curveball as this one's whacked into right center for a base hit. Michael Lee will try it again. He flew out his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
And a perfect double play ball here for Peralta. One there, on to first, and they get them both.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Come on, man. Here we go.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Number 15 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. 3 complete from Citi Field. It's now 3-1 Mets. Johnny Peralta will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Kadire is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Well, this is a home run swing, and it looked like he thought he had one off the crack of the bat. But this place, not exactly known for being a home run haven, and this ball dies out there on the warning track.
Number 15 will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Pitch number 70 coming up this afternoon for Cologne. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there.
Yeah, well, we could hear that one from up here. Now give him a second. He should be all right.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run but settles for the triple.
First triple for him on the young season, and you could tell he had it on his mind from the start that it was going to be 3 bases.
Peter Borges will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Boy, he's got to get with the program here. That's an important run down there at third, and he can't be chasing pitches like that.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Adam Wainwright will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance.
Forget it, guys. Double him up right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Fouled straight back. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2 and 2 regardless.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Hit on the ground towards first. To second for one. Onto the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. Cards lead one, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. David Lee will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
The shortstop, David Lee.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Now the 2-0 home. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. No problem here, one away.
The batter, number 28, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Now a swing and another ground ball. This one out to short. Picked up by Peralta. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire will stand in now. A Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Here's a swing and heads up as he had to hit the deck for dear life that time. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is going to be a foul ball. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Lined into left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Kadire. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Brian McCann will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And this ball will be chopped foul. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Mark McGuire will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. So now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Ichiro Suzuki will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1 and 2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Chad Harris will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Get him down.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. In the air to left center. And this will be handled by Kadire, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a 2-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Nick Savage will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. A look at Ichiro, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. Number 3 has got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. Score holds, it's 3-1. Bartolo Colon will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Bartolo Colon.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Up top, it's 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Here comes the 2-0. Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Oh, and that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Gary Cox will dig in. A home run his last time. First pitch coming from Wainwright. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. And that is going to be his third hit so far, as this is lined into left for a base hit.
Boy, he's seeing the ball well here early in this first month of the season.
Number 30.
Here he doesn't try to do too much with this. He just takes it the other way. That average will climb even higher. He's got another base hit.
Number 30 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Let's move that runner. What do you say? Here we go.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Harris is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Michael Lee will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. And he takes ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now this ball's looped out past the mound. This may be a tough play. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Yadier Molina to start things out for the Cardinals here in their half of the inning. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 0-2 to Molina. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Johnny Peralta will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Way outside, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Number 15 will be the batter. 2 for 2 with a triple to this point.
Throw it anywhere. This guy'll swing at anything.
And this is fouled into the seats over from first. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. One run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a pretty feeble effort that time as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail it here 3-1. Number 3 will stand in here, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Third baseman, number 3.
Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2. reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
David Lee will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Daniel Murphy will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And here's the first pitch.
Here we go.
At the knees, strike 1. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way. Swing and a liner toward right center. And they have trouble with it in right center.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch today.
Michael Kadire will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Let's go, guys.
First pitch coming. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
On the move is Murphy. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1, and it's still 3-1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Number 34 will be the new pitcher.
For the Mets. Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 34. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Peter Borges will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Leading off for St. Louis, left fielder, Peter Borges.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball, 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Matt Adams is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
Matt Adams.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Mark McGuire will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And they'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
I think that's enough toying with him now. I bet he comes right at him on 2-2.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now the payoff pitch home. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Cox is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that was a type of swing where you could tell he's trying to hit one out of the yard and tie up this ball game. The problem, though, this isn't the kind of park that's going to yield a lot of home runs.
Ichiro Suzuki will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Go back, stay boy.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Let's go. Go down.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
You ain't getting nothing today, Ichiro.
And ball 3 now to Ichiro. Be careful, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
2 out with the man at first.
Go back home, Ichiro.
Got his pitch on 3-1, but this is a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Cox is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cards leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Sam Freeman will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Sam Freeman.
Brian McCann will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Brian McCann.
In there at the letters 0-1. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Here it comes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
So nice to have a left-handed weapon like this in your bullpen. And he gets the leadoff man here for an important first out.
Jason Hayward will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Ball 1.
No.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Gary Cox will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Let's go, Gary.
Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. And Borges will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, as the lead remains 3-1. Tyon will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
61.
Chad Harris will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for St. Louis, third baseman, Chad Harris.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Three and 2, here it is. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a good take there will net him a base runner, as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Nick Savage will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. There's one, and he'll have to hold on to it there as the takeout slide had him well off balance.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
Yadier Molina will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
In there, 0-1. Lined hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Johnny Peralta.
Johnny Peralta will stand in 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 2-0 now. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And when you're not scoring a lot of runs, sometimes you feel like you got to start taking some chances out there on the base paths. This was a good time to run here, and he moves into scoring position at second base.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open, but a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's one hit towards the hole. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Calm yourself already.
The batter, number 15.
John Jay will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, John Jay.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Hayward is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. John Jay will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 19, John.
Number 30 will be the batter. 2 for 3 with a home run thus far.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman, number 30.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. This man out for his second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
One 0 on the way. 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Michael Lee will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Number 3 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Here he comes, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And he struck him out. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Paul Lee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 15, Paul Lee.
Peter Borges will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Peter Borges.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Tried to wait out the knuckleball, but it's in there, 2-2.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. And this one, it was better than the last one.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And not the start they were hoping for, as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
Now batting, the pitcher, Sam.
Colton Wong will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Colton Wong.
Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike one. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
More often than not, when you're going to throw that changeup 0-2, you don't even want it to be in the strike zone. What you're really hoping for is to get a guy to go fishing for something that's not even in the zone. But you're going to see here, this one's right on the corner, and he can't do a thing with it.
Mark McGuire is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. From deep in the hole. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So a good ball game is what we just watched. With runs hard to come by, it makes it much easier to find our difference maker, and this was the man, no doubt. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 3-1. So long from New York.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 1 run, 7 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Bartolo Colon. His record is now 2-2. The loss goes to Adam Wainwright. He goes to 4-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.